Good evening, dear friends. So, let us begin with a wonderful prayer. The prayer says, from unreal to real, from darkness to knowledge, ignorance to knowledge, and from death to immortality. So can you please repeat after me the Sanskrit that I will say? Asato ma sadgamaya tamaso ma jyotirgamaya mritturma amritam gamaya. Om Shanti. Shanti. We don't like to suffer, we like to live happily. That is only need. We like creating some sound. Of course, in India, all the time sound is there, so we don't bother about that. Some people in the car, they will remove the silencer and that is bursting and they're very happy. Sometimes with the tattoos in the completely another way, the thing that has created us is the source of these three: existence, knowledge and bliss. So the Hindus, they say, is this to broaden our heart. All of the things that you see, this church, this temple, the synagogue, or the mosque, these are only schools, buildings, nothing else. When the person is going to the mosque or the synagogue or the church or the temple, they go to learn how to be there. The Hindus, what they do, they always examine. This is like a scientific. That's why Hinduism has no creator. Chandra is the creator of Hinduism? No, he was born in a Hindu family. Krishna, he was born in a Hindu family. Who created Hinduism? Hindus, they don't know. There is no creator. Why? It is eternal. And what is that eternity? These three qualities. And they analyzed it. After the analysis, when they came to know about it, they developed the processes to reach there. But at the process, again they went back to themselves. That we are happy that they have cooked the rice and we eat. The rice eater people. So we know we have to boil the rice, we have to give the rice into it, and then it will be ready. But we don't care how much the water should boil, then only the rice will be ready. But the Hindu will go and check how much the water, the boiling, then what type of rice we are giving. That is the analytical way they develop their religion. They went to themselves and found only 5 minutes. So they take in this way. And then they will take this body, it cannot survive without the food. So annamaya, anna means the food. Then only food, we cannot survive. Suppose you keep a person over there and give regularly food, it cannot survive. It will suffer. It needs the frames, the monomaya, then pranamaya, then vijnanamaya, then anandamaya. So we developed universities, we developed the libraries, we go over there, we read, we talk to each other, debating. Why? Because of this knowledge. Knowledge gives a lot of auspiciousness. And how the Shiva is doing, this way she is doing. So expression physically of the Shiva. And those who are watching that, they are thinking about the Shiva, the auspicious. Why auspicious? Because he loves everyone. Those who know the story of the Shiva, they all know he is the person who is ever ready to sacrifice himself for the betterment of others. That is auspiciousness. Then we come to the conclusion, what is God? God is unselfishness. You call that unselfishness, pure unselfishness, Allah, Jehovah, Buddha, Bhagavan, Krishna, no problem. But unselfishness is God. We have to develop that unselfishness. Did you notice that when we think about God, so mind, whereas there is no body, what is that you? What is that I? Consciousness. And when that consciousness comes back again, it comes back to the body. Then you get up after a long yawning, you say, oh, I had a wonderful sleep, I am fresh. Fresh like a flower, sometimes they say. Then I am fresh. The time when mind is not there. And obviously, when dream is not there, mind is not there, body is not there, but consciousness is there. So the Hindu body, you are sitting, then you are forgetting your body, you are going and imagining that I am with Krishna, I am with Shiva, I am sitting before Shiva, I am offering flower to Shiva, I am pouring water and milk, as they do always. And by that way, I don't know whether Shiva likes so much of milk or not, but anyway, they will be pouring. So their system they develop, something you have to do. So that way you are enjoying. Then slowly you merge with the Shiva. What is the Shiva? Joy. Why you are so happy? There is nothing. You are not eating, you are not smelling, you are not touching, you are not hearing. Nothing is there but only joy. So that is the ultimate goal of all human beings. Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna said that goal of every human life is to realize God. Ishwar labh manushya jivaner uddeshya. In Bengali he said, realization of God is the goal of human life. And what is that God? Joy, happiness. Now stop over here and think. Some people come and say, hey, go and hit them, kill them, beat them, and you will get the joy. Can that be? So obviously, immediately you have to say, sir, why you are telling like this? Why should I have to go and kill them? No, it is not religion. If you say this is politics, I can accept. If you say this is something else, I can accept. But this is not religion. Religion is settled and based on God, and God is love, God is unselfishness. Obviously, I am not going to do that. And that is called vichara. So you can never develop religion or become religious unless and until you are having this vichara, this analytical mind. Just emotionally you are doing. So this twin tower, all innocent people, they were working over there. They never knew. And these people, they came in the name of religion. Ask them. I met a group of people, young men. I told them, they're asking you to do this type of thing. Why don't you tell them, sir, you are telling that heaven is a wonderful place. And you are so eager to send us to heaven by killing innocent people. Why you are not going? You first go up to heaven, as because heaven is a nice place. You go to heaven. So you have to ask question. In Hinduism also some people will say, head them, don't allow them, don't touch these, don't touch that, don't eat these, don't eat that. Who are you? If everything has been created by God, why you are teaching us separation? That is the way a devotee means. He must be alert. A devotee means full of love. A devotee means unselfish person. And that's why Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna said, a devotee is a person whom God loves. If the devotee is not loving God, God will love the devotee because of his quality. And those qualities have been listed in the Bhagavad Gita. in 16th chapter, the first three verses, complete list is there. Those qualities we have to develop. And when you develop in those qualities, you will be full with joy, full with happiness, and fearlessness will come. You are not afraid. So, I saw one young lady, somebody told some doctor that you are almost like diabetic. You are not till, but almost. And now everybody is telling, don't eat this, don't do that. And she is walking like this and so unhappy all through. Then I told her, someday or other, something will happen to the body. Body is the composition of so many things, the 5 things. So obviously, it will going to die. And best, the thing is diabetic, because no external problem. Only control little food and little walking, you are happy. So why you are unhappy? Be always happy. Someday I am going to die, today or tomorrow. That is no problem. Don't be at all afraid. Think that is going to happen, let them happen. I am always happy. I have to be happy all the time. I am not successful in this, I am not successful in that, doesn't matter. I have something, some quality where I am successful and I am very happy. Someone was not at all happy because he could not sing properly. I told, do you love your song? Yes, listen to your song and be happy. After your song, some people are clapping, right? You clap yourself and say, oh, I sing very well. Be happy. So it's all depend on mind. Friends, now let us go for the practices. How we can be happy all the time. It's a practice. The practice of friendliness. That song that in the beginning, is that bondage, desire. Desire is the bondage. Now that young boy came over here to recite something, and he was not expecting anything, so he was very happy standing over here. And then when his chance came, he recited, and then somebody clapped, that's very happy. Now that way, don't expect anything. So when you are not expecting anything, and no one can give any insult to you, you are not insulted, you are not feeling like that. Somebody came and told some bad words, and you just listen to that as if you are listening Chinese, you don't understand. So, or German, so you don't, that language is a foreign language. So, is it you are telling something? By that way, if you listen, that fellow who came to insult you, he will be exhausted. Hey, what is it? You are not understanding what I am telling. Just don't take it. These are the bad words I am not going to take. You tell your mind, I am not going to accept this. Free. If you accept it, suffering. So you decide what to do and what not to do. Oh, I just wrote to him and he is not responding me back. Why you are expecting? I have to write a beautiful letter. I wrote. One very old lady, she writes me late. Reply, but allow me to write. And she'll be writing big, big letters. Sometimes I read the first line and last line, I understand what she's writing. But she will be writing, and from a far away place, she'll be asking, she's almost bedridden, she'll be asking her son to mail it, and then she will inquire whether I received the letter or not, and then she will write another letter. She is very happy, and she told me, you need not to read, you need not to reply, but I like your talks, I like to write to you, allow me to write. Is it not a wonderful way of becoming happy? I just love you, I just like to do this. Take things in this way. I was telling while I was traveling here. So once when we were young Swamis, just ordained sannyasa, we went to some of the holy places in India, and in one place, 4 of our Swamis together, we went to visit that temple in the Himalaya and coming back in a public transport, in the bus. And the small little, the carriage, then you are not allowed to stand there, only have to sit. We sat in the front row, and then the one Swami who was with me is very fond of giving some gift to others. He told, let us go and purchase some Ganga water, Ganges water, and they were selling from the shop. We went down, keeping our chadar over there to book the seat. But when he came back after purchasing the container of Ganga water, we found two hefty fellows sitting over there. It was difficult to talk to them. So, though we requested them, hey, this was our the seat, and we kept our chadar. Your chadar, what is hanging over there? They kept over there because the rod, in the buses, the rods are there. It is hanging. That is your chadar. We don't take, but this seat we are sitting. We won't allow you to sit here. Then we requested the driver and the conductor told Swamiji, I cannot ask him to get down. And I saw you that you came fast, but this is not reserved. But anyway, only thing I can allow you, because other two Swamis are traveling, you can stand over here. It is not allowed though. Because there's a hilly road, it goes like this. Then both of us were standing, and I was going on grumbling, hey, because of your water, and we live by the side of the Ganga in Belur Math, and we are purchasing Ganga water in Himalaya. It is useless. So I was going on telling him, complaining, why we have to purchase that? Then he said, you are unhappy thinking that you lost that seat, isn't it? Look at them. They cannot sit properly. Leg space is so short, they are sitting like this. Moreover, they cannot look at the right or left. Only the one window, half they can see. Front they cannot see, back they cannot see. And look at us. We can walk at the back and we can see what is there in the front, in the left side, in the right side. Be happy that you are free you are enjoying more. I told you, right. The moment that thought came in my mind, that's true. I can see the gorge at the left side and the hill, right side, in the front and the back. The unhappiness went away. I was very happy that they allowed me to stand there. So by that way, I'm giving you the example. Life is very hard, I know, but still we have to be happy. If I suffer, I only suffer and no one else. No one. It is my suffering. Friends, 2-3 things we can do. What they should do, they said Pancha Mahayagya, the 5 great sacrifices, practices that you can do. Very simple. The moment you get up from the sleep every morning, just look at the picture of a god or goddess. Any god, any goddess you like. Just look at that God and pray to God. God, another day in my life, be with me, protect me, and bless me so that I am successful in all my endeavor. That's all. If possible, just after washing, you can go and burn an incense sticks. If not, just look at the picture of the God and pray. Second, read at least 1 or 2 lines from any scripture. It's a very good book and positive instructions are there. Read from there. Those books written by or said by the great realizers, not that any professors, not that the person, he has a great command over the language, he has written a beautiful book and it's very lucid to read and all that. No, not that. A person who has realized the Brahman, person who has realized the God, their words. That is called Shastra. Shastra means the words of the realized souls. Shastra or the scripture. Read from there, 2-3 lines. The first is Deva Yajna. Deva Yajna, you are just offering pranam to the God in the morning. Then you are a day, take $1 away. The person whom you are helping, you don't know. And you are not expecting anything in return. You don't know that you have given. He said, it is not forgetting its own nature. The scorpion's nature is to do like that. How, being a monk, I can give my nature? My nature is to love everyone, even the oppressors, even the enemies. That is called spiritual love. When you become like that, you become Jesus yourself. Rama, Krishna, Sri Rama, Krishna, Vivekananda, yourselves. So that is the transition. Slowly, slowly, you are changing yourself. So what is religion? It's a transformation. It's not conversion. Conversion is a different way. Whatever I say, you must follow. I am putting all my thoughts on you, forcing you to follow that. But it is a transformation. You understand, you know, and then slowly you are transforming. And that's why they gave the life in such a way. First you must learn. So brahmacharya. Utilize that knowledge, garhastha. Then after the retirement, give back that knowledge and experience to the society. Banaprastha. My son, this is my daughter, only them. Then when the sannyasa, you love everyone. Anyone comes to you, it is yours. You love them in that way, help them in that way. And ultimately what you get after the God realization, after all these practices, what you get, what you achieve. Who can say? Happiness. And extreme happiness. Extreme happiness. Without anything. Without anything from inside, wailing up. Is so much of joy. All the time. So much of anand. That's why all the sannyasins, at the end of their name, it is Anand. Ananda means happiness. The Shankaracharya, he made that every sannyasin, every Hindu monk, it is Ananda, happiness. So this happiness comes not expecting anything, by giving up everything. This is very unique. Unselfishness is more pain. But we don't have the patience to practice it. If you have the patience to practice the unselfishness, you will be loved by everyone. What is the eternity? Am I going to live eternally? Like the Jesus. After 2000 years, people are remembering. This 24th December is coming. I do not know actual date or not. The human society will be there. They will never forget Sri Ramakrishna, will never forget Vivekananda, never forget Jesus, never forget Buddha. 2500 years before that young man came, he was a prince of a small country. But now, half of the world is bowing down at him. Buddham Sharanam Gacchami. That become unselfish. And how you will express your unselfishness? Swami Vivekananda said, L-O-B-E. Thank you. Namaskar. If you have any question, they say 10-15 minutes.
We'll have a question and answer session. If you have any questions, you can raise your hands. Our volunteer will come to you with the microphone and you can ask a question. And I request everybody to keep one question per person. Thank you.
Namaskar, Shamaji.
Yeah.
That was a beautiful and touching conversation that you had with us. Thank you for that. I've been practicing for a while, and one of the things that I still struggle with is when something wrong is done in front of you, or maybe not in front of you, but is happening, whether it's in the family or at work, or in conversation or around the world, how to react to that. Sometimes if it is happening in the world, you can just say, I can't change it, But if it's happening maybe in your family or in your immediate surrounding, that's where I struggle with. Because my previous reaction was always to stand up and fight or, push back. And sometimes I don't want to do that because I don't want to break my inner happiness and peace.
So, very good question, very practical question. So, if something is happening in front of me, in my family, in my the surroundings, how we should react. That's truly, as you said, if it is within your control, try to rectify it. If it is not, then pray for that. We know that something is happening, it is not correct. As recently it is happening in the Middle East, the war is going on, the whole world is anxious, what is going to happen. What we can do, we cannot stop. The United Nations, they are thinking on that. I as an individual, I cannot think that I can go and solve it. So what I can do, I can pray. The prayer has a great strength. Similarly, in your individual life also, if some problems are coming, try to be very friendly with the person, try to tell them this is that. And after many times, if you think that it is not going to change, forget about that. Leave it in the hands of the God and say, God, what I was thinking, so I told them, now it is in your hand, please give them positive thought so they can become happy. More than that, we cannot do anything. I will tell you a story that happened in our Hollywood Center. The California, Hollywood, Southern California. There, every night one mother used to give a call, and one Swami was in charge to pick up the night calls. And he will be listening at 1 o'clock, 1:30, 2 o'clock. That lady will say, hey Swami, I am suffering. My daughter has not come back. And she has gone out. And I am really worried about her. What will happen to her? And Swami, okay, then she will come back, don't worry. After 2-3 days, he went to the in-charge Swami and told, release me from this duty. Because every night that call is coming, I cannot sleep. Every time she will say, my daughter has not come back, and every time I am losing my sleep, and that is the problem. You give this duty to somebody else. Then the Swami asked, after listening to her prayer or request, what do you do? What shall I do? I just keep the phone and then try to sleep. No. You should pray to God. That lady is not requesting you. She is requesting through you to God. Because you are living at the door of God, in the temple of God, she believes that if you are conveying the message to God, God will listen. Have faith. You don't have faith that your prayer will be answered by God. You are living in the temple of God. Every night when she say like that, you pray to God, God, I don't have any power. But she believes that we can do something. Can you please help her? And he started doing that. Will you believe? After 10-15 days only, she one day called and said, Sir, you are so great. Because of your blessings, my daughter has become very sober, and she told whatever I will say, she will listen, and from tonight she is not going out. And I am very happy. Prayer really answered. So she was giving credit to the Swami, but What the Swami did, she only conveyed. So whenever this is happening, just send the message to God and say, you are the best judge, you know how things can be handled. By that way also, we can solve the problem. When one lady called me and said, Swamiji, allow me, want your permission, I like to commit suicide. Oh my God. If you are recording this, then I afterwards. So then I told, do you think if you commit suicide, the problem will be solved? No. Then what is the use of committing suicide? Don't do it. So rather, try to solve in it.
And many times through YouTube. I have a question. We have thoughts and we have actions. It's easier to control actions because we have filters. And many thoughts we don't turn into actions. But
we can control our action, but we cannot control our thoughts. It automatically comes. Though we say it is my mind, we say it is our mind, my mind, but the my mind is not under my control. It goes on thinking in its own way. And if you say, don't think in this way, and it will think that only. Always rebelling. So what we can do, Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna gave a very wonderful the answer to this type of question. He's saying something, clapping your hand and you are singing, the thought will go away. And he gave the example, did you see the birds sitting on the, maybe on the somewhere, I like to drive out the bird, and if you are clapping and shouting, the bird will fly away. Similarly, your mind is having the thought, if you clap and sing something other way, and that thought won't torment you, won't come to you. It will, and every time you are doing it, slowly that thought will become weak, and it won't work on your mind. That is the only way. Another is japa. That is the best way, because the japa means name of God. You are just repeating mentally. It is also thought, and when this thought is coming, you are countering with this thought. No, I don't want this thought. So you are going on repeating that forcefully, and bad thought, the thought that is tormenting you, giving trouble, won't come. And slowly that will weak. And positively, when you are going on taking the name of God, that will purify your mind. Ultimately, as I was telling, you will get the very good result after, at the age, that you are going on practicing. You have taken initiation within 3 months, you won't get. It may take 30 years. But at the fag end of your life, when you are going to die, when there is no one, this thought will help you. That will never leave you. At the time of death, who goes with us? Our good thoughts. Not only good thoughts, bad thoughts also. But if you have developed good thoughts, that will be there. That's why the great Swamis used to say, when we go somewhere, we pack our luggage, box and all that. Now, are you ready with your box? Anytime the call may come, anytime you have to leave this, are you ready with your luggage? You just lift it and go. That is called if you take the initiation, that helps. And you can just repeat the name of God. Thank you. Any other question? There.
Hello, Swamiji. I just want to know that who is the real dharmic person?
Very good question. Very good question. Who is the real dharmic person? That we should understand. They say, in the Shankaracharya said, 3 things are very rare. Human birth, desire to know God, and a good spiritual. So, Manushyattvam, Mumukshutvam, Mahapurusha Samastraya. These are the three things Shankaracharya said. Good work but deed, we have got the human birth. And again, because of our good thoughts, good actions, we have having some idea about God, and we like to know more about God. Mumukshutva. And now the proper guide. If the proper guide is not there, then there's a great difficulty. I go to person and then he may guide me in such a way, I really lose everything. So one must be very careful. How you will know? One thing, he is completely unselfish. If you see a person unselfish, he is not having any selfish motive, he is a pure person. And if he is going on, as the modern days, everywhere advertising, I am a holy man, come to me, better to avoid. Holy man will never go for advertisement. Because this world is a transitory, temporary thing for the holy people. So what they're going to get from? If a person declaring himself or herself as a holy person, and at the same time advertising that I am that person, holy person, come to me, and taking beautiful photograph, advertising in that way is a questionable thing. So by that way you have to understand who is a holy person. That it says, Ko santi santa, they are asking this question. How I will know that he is a holy person? The Krishna, Lord Krishna, when he decided to give up the body, then Uddhava came to him, told, if you are leaving, then how we will live? Then he said, go to holy people. Then the Uddhava is asking, how I will understand that he is a holy person? Then he will say, he is full of love for everyone. Love for everyone, without any boundary, without any discrimination. And he is not having any selfish motive. These are the two qualities that makes a person really holy. So that way only you have to judge. Thank you. I think it's time, right? Achha.
Thank you, Swamiji.
So many of you are knowing, or maybe you are members, that slowly they are developing the Vedanta society over here. Why this? Because if in a same type of mind you come together and you read, you analyze, and also do some spiritual work that helps everyone. That's why the society is necessary. Individually you can do, but when you come in a group, that inspires you. Possible, if you are not already there, you can join them, listen to their discussion, take part into that, and sometimes visiting different Vedanta society ashramas and live over there, practice here other spiritual practices. By that slowly you grow yourself and help others also to get only one thing, that is happiness, without creating problem to others, that happiness. Thank you.
Okay, now we will request Swamiji. We have designed our new website to ask him to inaugurate that.
I think this one? Yes, ma'am. Just click.
Yes, Maharaj said we were not able to connect to the projector. So if you could read out the Vedanta Center Charlotte and just press enter. The Swamiji will be inaugurating our new website today. Please support and encourage us.
So the Vedanta Center, the Vedanta Center of Charlotte, And this, you have in the home page, Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna, Ma Sharadamani Devi sitting with Swami Vivekananda, and at the back there is the picture of, I think, Charlotte, right?
Yes.
The Charlotte and the beautiful, this is called ocean or what? The back? No, jungle, like that. This is a beautiful picture. Now I inaugurate that for the benefit of everyone.